Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's talk about pivot in SQL. So I have a data set coming from sales table. Sales table, when I execute the sales table, I get this data set here with sale ID, employee name, department amount, sale date, and sale month column, right? So I want to turn this data into a cleaner version of the data set like this that has the employee name and their each respective sales per each of the month. So practically I'm switching this sale month into the column header, which is switching this into the column header like this, right? So how can you do that? So let's continue here. So I'm going to do select, and then I'm going to write down from sales first. If you do this first, and this I always recommend this from statement writing first, from object name, and then whatever you start typing, the IntelliSense will let you know that fields pops up right away. So for example, employee. See, as soon as I start typing employee, it gives me, hey, are you referring to employee name or from this table or something like that? I said, no, yeah, I'm looking for this field, this field. You can double click on that one, or you can, um, enter. So employee name, and then I want sale month, comma, and amount. See amount, I can double click on this one. For some reason this is saying invalid, but that's not true. Sometimes SQL does that, and just ignore it. You can, if you execute, it should run. So I'm going to show you that in a second here. So sale month is there. For some reason this is saying invalid. That's not true. Amount, and then from sales, and then I'm going to put this into subquery first. Okay, so let me tab this into a little bit. So I'm going to provide this parentheses here, close here, and then as source, and then select. I want to select all from this subquery, and then I want to do pivot. Pivot always starts and closes. I mean, starts with parentheses, opens and closes. That's what I mean to say as pivot. Okay. Now, what this does is I can enter this into another line here, so easy to read. So sum always starts with aggregation. Pivot always starts with aggregation, like average, count, sum, min, max. Those are all aggregation, right? So I'm going to do sum in this case, sum on amount field for which column you want to pivot. I want to pivot this column, sale month. So I'm going to write that column header, sale month, name of the field, that is column, right? So sale month in is the operator, and so in here I need to provide each of these columns manually. So I know I only have 3 months in here, like January, February, and March. But if you have like hundreds and hundreds, 200,000 or maybe a million, then it's going to be tough to know what actually the fields exist in here, right? What are the distinct fields, right? So in that case, what I would recommend first is doing select distinct sale month from sales. Okay, so if I highlight this and just execute that statement, then I can see, okay, I only have 3 months. Instead of looking everything here, now I know. See, now I know this has only 3 months, right? So this is easy for me now to provide. I need to provide those names in here, these names in here. That's what I would recommend you to run the distinct for that field. Okay, let's provide. So you need to provide each of those fields, each of those fields in here, just like these, square bracket. So Jan, see, once I type in, you see this little pops up, right? So you can double click there, and FEV, February, there you go, March, there you go, double click on this one, so the red line will go away. This one still stays, ignore that for now. So That's all it is. So I'm doing select all from, this is the subquery, and doing the pivot and aggregation sum on the amount field for, well, which field you want to do the pivoting on. I want to do the pivoting on sale month, which is this month. I want to turn this into the column header. And in what are the column header you want to provide? This field or this column, the column has, these are the fields that I have. So that's what I'm providing here: January, February, and March. And the parentheses, since we open the parentheses, we have to close it here. And as pivot, as ABC, anything you can give here, ABC, XYZ. You don't have to write just pivot here, because you're doing pivot, you have to give it a pivot name. No, you can give anything. Okay, don't be confused. Now that is it. So if I execute this, and let me bring this down here. Okay, Control X here, bring it down here, Control V. Okay, so I can execute both of these, okay, together, so you see the difference. There you go. So the upper part of the results is coming from this line number 8, and the bottom part of the results is coming from line 10 to 14 using the pivot keyword or pivot function. Okay, and this is what we got. See the goal, the results here. We got the employee and their sales for each of the months. Isn't this nice compared to this raw data set? Definitely it is, right? So there you go. So hopefully now you know how simple it is to write a pivot function in SQL, and that is very helpful. So hopefully it helps. If you got any comments, please provide me in the comments section below. And thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe my video for more content like this. Thanks again. Have a great day.